I am Ryan K. Johnson, an artist, scholar, arts advocate, and practitioner of percussive dance art forms rooted in the African diaspora. My mission is to archive, preserve, and honor the lineage of percussive dance through historically informed performances, dance engagement activities, and art-integrated youth programming. My work lives at the intersection of tap dance, stepping, body percussion, sand dance, and gumboot, infused with elements of technology, embodied storytelling, and live instrumentation. I aim to be a bridge between African diasporic percussive dance forms and Western dance forms, establishing a safe space of belonging in the academy, concert dance, commercial dance, Broadway, and philanthropy for artists of color. I've served as adjunct professor of dance at Ball State University, Coppin State University, as a dance curriculum writer for Bowie State University, and guest lecturer at universities across the nation. I lead professional development programming for dance educators and arts organizations, assisting in reimagining their teaching practices through an anti-racist lens. I actively engage in bridging through solution-oriented conversations and curating opportunities to support the advancement and sustainability of Black, Indigenous, and people of color artists. I've had the opportunity to serve on multiple grant review panels for the National Endowment of Art and other local panels to ensure that there is representation of African diasporic dance in the decision making. I am the founding executive artistic director of Soul Define Percussive Dance Company, Washington metro area's leading arts organization specializing in percussive dance. Soul Define's programming include local, regional, national, and international engagements and services. We continue to establish our footprint in the dance continuum by cultivating programming and partnerships with organizations such as the John F. Kennedy Center for Performing Arts, Woolly Mammoth Theater, Queens Theater in New York City, and the Lincoln Center, as well as the International Association of Blacks in Dance. My research specifically investigates the ideologies of John A. Powell, an internationally recognized expert in the areas of civil rights, civil liberties, racial identity, fair housing, poverty, and democracy, and his concepts of belonging and othering to address the inequalities African diasporic percussive dance forms and artists face in the academy, commercial dance, concert dance, Broadway, and philanthropy. This is a visual representation of othering. There is a group of blue humans, and in the midst of them, there is a single character highlighted with a red glow. This human is being othered. Othering is when we find ways to deny how we are connected or how we pretend through labels that we aren't connected. Othering can happen based on ability, sexuality, race, class, skin tone, religion, age, ethnicity, or gender. Standing in solidarity with John A. Powell, building bridges can help expand our social networks, revitalize our communities, and establish a more fair and equitable society. The teachings of my predecessors connected with my 20-year career inform my culturally relevant teaching practices, advancing knowledge of Black vernacular percussive dance, and elevating the genre as a vital part of concert dance and scholarly discourse. At the core of my philosophy are the four domains of cultural competency: investigate the world, recognize perspectives, communicate ideas, and take action, which inherently establishes space for cross-cultural exchange between students and building bridges for the next generation. At the center of diversity, equity, and inclusion is belonging. Utilizing my knowledge of percussive dance, cultural relevant teaching practices in the four domains of cultural competency, I am a bridge towards belonging for African diasporic art forms, artists, and students. As an ongoing survivor of othering, both in identity and physical practice, I work to decolonize and deconstruct problematic Western ideologies and methodologies to advance transformative learning experiences for my students. And here's why. I'm a black man raised by a single mother in the recreation centers and skating rinks of Baltimore, Maryland, the ancestral homeland of the Piscataway people. I have my mom's complexion, my father's smile, my grandmother's hair, and my pop-pop's moral codes. The complex web of my identity continues to develop as I search for clarity. As I trace my lineage, I hit brick walls of white supremacy, but I can tell you this. Betsy Howard is at the top of my family tree in 1893. She is the child of the 5th Speaker of House of Representatives with an unlisted mother whose name I cannot find. The name of her tribe was not listed on the 1860 census left by my grandmother. She was simply labeled as mulatto, so I say her name because I am of Betsy Howard. When I hear, "That wasn't me, I didn't own slaves," I say, "That wasn't me either." But I don't have the luxury of forgetting my blackness. When I hear, "It was so long ago," I say, in 2020, I'm still searching for the answers to help me heal from the generational traumas. When I hear, "I evoke my constitutional right to bear arms," well, my weapon of choice is my bare bones, no trigger fingers. You have been desensitized to your killings that make the headlines. All the names that you refuse to remember become a mental Rolodex of reminders that I might be next. I will no longer be your 3/5 of a human. When you see me, see all of me. See my identity, my history, my teacher's vibration, energy, power, strength, and my intelligence, not just my creativity. The dance is simply a transcript of my experience as a Black American who must continuously find ways to navigate this white space, to combat systems that have historically disinvested in Black communities and undermined our greatness. It is because of Betsy Howard and many, many more. Capitola Walker, Congo Square, the ring shout of the Gullah Islands, the stomping stick, work songs and hand games of enslaved Africans, Juba Lane, Bilbo Jangles Robinson, Dr. Jenny Lagone, that I can be a full-time percussive dance artist today.